Good morning, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here to start another By Hook or by Crook challenge. I've chosen The Thursday Murder Club, which started off as a book. It was written by Richard Osman. Now, when it first was released, I tried to read it and I gave up on it. I just found it was a ridiculous plot. I didn't find it at all believable or enjoyable. Now, that's because I find anything that's to do with fictional care homes, residential homes, retirement villages, all those sort of things, I find them that they're portrayed as idealistic and they're not realistic at all. Plus, I'm not a big fan of Richard Osman. I do find it hard to pinpoint why. I do think there's a certain conceitedness about him. I've tried to like him and I do agree with some of the things he says, but I've never enjoyed watching him on anything he's been on. That influenced my opinion before I really started. However, I think it is a good idea for a story, so that's why we're here now. The reason why I've chosen today to release it is because they've made it into a film, and it was released to the general public on the 22nd of August, so it should be in cinemas now. And also, as of today, it's been released on Netflix, so that's why I've waited till this date to discuss the next By Hook or by Crook. Because personally, that's how I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it on the film. I'll be watching the film. Whether I go to the cinema or watch it on Netflix, I can't tell you just at the moment, but it'll be one or the other. I do like Alan Mirren, Celia Imrie and P.S. Brosnan, so that will help with liking it on film. Also, I discovered by doing a little bit of research last night that Katie Brandt, a comedian, and she's a comedian, or started as a comedian, and I really like her. She's been involved with the screenplay, so again, another plus for me to be able to enjoy the film, whereas I didn't the book. I'm hoping it will make it watchable. So that's why we've waited, instead of doing it at the beginning of the month. So these amateur sleuths, this is what it revolves around, these that live in a retirement village. We have the characters Elizabeth Best. This isn't exhaustive, by the way. These four are the main characters, I think. Elizabeth Best, who's played by Ellen Mirren, and she's a retired spy. Ron Ritchie, who's played by P.S. Brosnan, who's a retired union leader. Can't quite imagine that at the moment, but I'm sure it can do it. Ibrahim Arif, who's played by Ben Kingsley, and he's a retired psychiatrist. Always good in a murder mystery, is that? And then we've got Joyce Meadowcroft, who's played by Celia Imrie, who's a retired nurse. Now, all I know is that they work together to solve a murder. I don't know who's been murdered. I haven't read that far. So that's all I know for now. So we're all in it together. If you've already read it, well, you're up on me. If you want to watch the film, it's available now. So fingers crossed you can get that. So basically, if we can just do like we always do, so I will accept entries for any crafts: crochet, knitting, cross stitch, felting, drawing, painting, modelling, embroidery, origami, and anything that you can think of that is crafty. And there's no prize anymore, but basically I will show what entries I get by the closing date. So I've chosen for the closing date the 30th of November, because that gives us September, October, November, because I won't be doing one over Christmas anyway, so it gives you 3 months. At midnight UK time that date. Please email entries to me. That is the only way I will accept an entry, and I will always acknowledge receipt of that entry. So if you don't hear from me in a couple of days, you can assume that I haven't got it, then you'll need to contact me again. So that's it. That is, I've no affiliations, all that palaver that people come out with. I've none of that. So that is it for now, and I have chosen that book stroke film, whichever you choose to go for. I don't know how they will have deviated from the book, and unless you tell me, I will probably never know, because like I say, I have no intention of finishing that book. I know that sounds like I'm uninterested. I'm not uninterested. I do think it's a good idea for a cosy murder mystery, which is what we all seem to like. So anyway, that's me for now. I hope you'll join in with me. And if you don't want to, that is fine too. Entirely up to you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later.